Yo, what is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and this is Oh So Fraiche. Oh, what is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot. And if it's your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name is Mega Dave. This is my channel, Oh So Fraiche. I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love, and I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge, fresh thumbs up to let me know that you love this, and also think about subscribing to really show your love. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell down below so you don't miss when I upload new fire reviews like this one, because who knows, could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. Today, for fans of Dua, probably been salivating over this one for a long time. This one is an inspired expression of Parfum de Marly Layton. It is a beast fragrance already, and Sam over with Dua decided to give it that Vifragra, like I call it, and increase the longevity of this already massively long-lasting fragrance. This fragrance is a super mass appealing fragrance. It is out of sight. Everybody loves this fragrance. So, of course, he had to do it and then do his thing to it, get his little groove on thing for it. In inner circles, you may know it as Parfums de Marly Layton. In our circle, it's called Royal Chariot Attar. So as I said, this is based off of Parfums de Marly Layton, super well known, very, very popular, probably the most popular in their house, very, very mass appealing. So people were always clamoring, can I get it? Can I get it? We got it. We just got this thing in last week. I tried this and the other one that came out, the 2 Attars, both this one and the Parfums de Marly Herod that also came out simultaneous. Both are sprayable attars, so I kind of want to go over that really quick before we hit the scent breakdown. Attar is a pure perfume oil that generally is dabbed on because it is very strong concentration. Will stain your clothing. Typically, Dua, doing their thing like they always do, somehow created a sprayable attar. I want to show you guys the difference here. Look at the liquid, how thick it is, and I don't know if it's going to translate in the air. Very, very heavy, very, very thick. So an attar generally is dabbed on because there is no perfumer's alcohol. This one, I'm sure there has to be some to carry this liquid through the sprayer, but it does spray a lot thicker out. And I know it says to be safe on your clothing. I still would spray this back. Especially, I don't think I would spray on a lighter color clothing. Very, very close at all. Seeing what it does to paper when you spray it, and I'll show you when we get to the scent breakdown. It is very thick. This one is very long lasting. Definitely think go light on the trigger. For those that already know about Parfum de Marly, it was already pretty long lasting. I think we were getting 6 to 8 beforehand. Now imagine the do it difference, okay? But enough of that. Let's get into why everybody came here and get to the scent breakdown. All right, I got my handy dandy test strip here. We got our Royal Chariot Attar, and we're gonna put this thing to action. Oof, I shouldn't have done that. I missed the first one, and you really didn't need it. Okay, for fans that have smelled Layton, guess what? You about to smell it again. It's just a longer lasting. This one is very, very close smelling. To simplify it down, in the opening, apple, cinnamon, vanilla, and a very nice light cardamom note that is in there as well. This does have a mint note to me, even though mint isn't in there, kind of like a eucalyptus or a menthol type note. I know some people refer like a Vicks Vapor Rub or a licorice. I don't get that. I get a very nice, very sweet, appley, vanilla-y, cinnamony vibe. Very, very nice. And that is why it's so mass appealing. This opening is a very pleasant, it's not a very different fragrance. in terms of the smell. It's not like it's going to wow every single crowd, but for making a scent very mass appealing, you can't get much more mass appealing than apple and vanilla and cinnamon with this long lasting, powerful menthol type note. Even though I don't think mint or any of that is listed in the notes, I don't usually check the notes before I go. I go off of my scent. I try to give you guys what I smell. So that's what I get from this. Very refreshing, minty, cinnamony, apple, and vanilla. That's what I get for the opening. When it slowly goes down and gets towards the mids, which it takes a while, you get a very nice creamy note of the vanilla, and then some light pops of floral that keep this a little bit sweet, a little bit floral, a little bit gorgeous, and a bit of love. You get jasmine and lavender to my nose as far as florals. That menthol note stays in there, but not as prominent. It's making way for the florals and then getting down to more the base, which is a very creamy sandalwood, and vanilla, which is a mass pleaser as it is. And a base, if you want perfection for everybody, sandalwood and vanilla will get you a hit every single time, and this one does not disappoint. Throughout the base of this as well, you're still getting pops of that apple, little bits of that cardamom and that cinnamon, that spicy accord as well. But it remains, like, weirdly enough, like a refreshing because of that menthol note. Again, it's not listed, but it's refreshing, but it's also spicy and warm as well, if that makes any sense to you guys. But for those that have smelled Layton, this is no surprise to you. You guys probably, and ladies, all love it. As far as ladies and men, I think this is listed as unisex, and it definitely should be. It has an invocation of manly due to the wood that's in there, the spicy, but this definitely can be worn by both. Women, I think this would smell completely different on me. Obviously, I'm not a woman, so it's not going to smell like that to me, but that apple smell and that cinnamon already is going to work with ladies as well. So feel free for both to wear this. The only thing I can say is be very, very careful on the trigger, because it is very, very, very long lasting. And I mean that in the utmost literal way. When I did my testing, received it Thursday, Friday tried it on the arm, Saturday wore this all day, Sunday wore the Judea all day, and still had one on the wrist as well. The day that I wore it on the clothing, this isn't the outfit obviously, because I ain't nasty like that, but the clothing I wore it was very strongly saturated in that, and I don't go heavy. I did a 5-piece, I think. So which is my normal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I test on either wrist during the day to see which one lasts longer. On the clothing that I hit here, still until my wife washes the clothing, it won't come off, which is to be expected from a duo anyway. But this one goes to the max. Okay. He took, like I said, a long lasting. I think on original Layton, I was getting 6 to 8. I'm not crapping with you guys when I told you I get 12 plus hours on this Attar. The projection is astronomical for the first like 3 hours. This thing is pushing and pushing, push it to the limit. It is very loud. It screams loud, but not obnoxiously loud. The other thing that Attars do really well, especially when you hit pulse points, and I hit back here, is the sillage is available for like 6 to 8 hours. I'm wafting around, and when I have it on my wrist, I do my normal little dances or my fist pumps, and you just get strong whiffs. It's not like a faint little whisper of a scent. We're talking like 6 to 8 hours later, I'm still getting like really good sillage from it and refreshing. And I'm going to bed at night, smelling it on the wrist, and you wake up in the morning, with stank mouth or whatever, and you give it a whiff, and you still are getting trails of that thing. It just doesn't come off. And imagine this is a brand new bottle. This thing's going to increase with it. So that's why I say be very, very careful with how you spray this, with how you do it, because it definitely will overwhelm you if you put too much. So for brand new beginners of the fragrance, if you've never tried an Attar, which probably a lot of you guys haven't, or if you've never tried a Dua, I would probably say just 2-piece it, 1-piece it to make your acquaintance with it, and then you can be a little bit more adventurous if you like, but take it as your own discretion. Kill it, put the whole bottle on you, do like Sam did with the Aventus and completely saturate your skin, and you'll smell like that until you die. Or do like I said, be a little conservative, maybe 1, 2, maybe on the wrist, dab, 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 or how they do it. Dab. I don't know how to dab. Okay. Dab. But that's my observation. That's my opinion. And that's my preference, is go much lighter than I did. A 5-piece was way too much. Okay. And I should have known. Shame on me for that. But that's all I have for this gorgeous Royal Chariot Attar. Okay. Attar. Get used to hearing that. It is power. It is hashtag do a power to the 10th power. Okay. This isn't no play. Like I'm just joking and telling you it lasts 12 plus. It lasts 12 plus. People in the forums know if you have this, you about to learn. Okay. But anyway, that's all I have for this gorgeous fragrance. Until I come to you again, be blessed. Stay fresh.
We got shorties on the floor.